honestly really isn't that big of a deal. Oh, we have a lot of regular members that come by, so sometimes we like to, waive the late fee. Yeah, don't do it for everybody, but you got some real bookworms that come on in here and they become regulars, build relationships. They're really nice, so maybe waive a day or two if they're a little late. No worries. If you have any more questions, just let me know. Alright. Yeah, just go restock the mystery section. Awesome. Hey, how's it going? How you doing today? Sorry, wanted to make sure I can see ya. Everything going good? Okay, sounds good. You're just here to return a book and check out some new ones? Perfect. We'd like to definitely help you out with that. What are you bringing in? Do you have your library card? You do. Here you go. I'm afraid this is a Hooters gift card. Yeah, it says back here 365 consecutive days. Is this like a rewards platinum member? It's okay. Do you have your library card? Okay, perfect. Yep. Here we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and input the numbers. Give me a sec. How long have you been a member here? Okay, nice. Well, we're happy to have you back. And is this the book you'll be returning? Okay, let's take a look. How to Win Friends and Influence People. The only book you need to lead you to success. Nice. Okay, looks like it's in good condition. I want to make sure none of the pages are written on. Oh, yeah, I don't mean to accuse you of anything, but we like to, just check everything. Sometimes we'll have some hooligans in here drawing on the books, mostly the picture books, but we like to keep them as clean as possible. Now, I think this book is overdue. Yeah, I'm sorry to say that, but it's not overdue on your account. I don't know how it got back here. It's overdue on Jojo Siwa's account. Yeah. Nah, she's been in here lately trying to pick up these. There's one called How to Miley 101. I don't know what that means. And there was another book she checked out. What was it called? The search she used was, How to Be Lady Gaga or the Next Madonna. I don't know. Something like that. But we'll go ahead and put this back in the shelves for you, okay? No worries. Now, what were you looking for today? Okay, some manga. Nice, we have plenty of those. I got some of our favorites right here. Horror, okay, some mystery. And are you interested in any cookbooks today? We have a couple of different cookbooks. Awesome, okay. And are you interested in any witchcraft spell type books? It's actually a pretty interesting subject. I can definitely show you one of ours. Cool. Alright, so how about we start off with some of my favorite mangas? Awesome. We'll start right over here. This is possibly one of the most popular mangas and animes out there. It's called Jujutsu Kaisen. It's a very good book. This is the first volume in many. It's full black and white pages. Very, very nice artwork in here. They did a great job putting this book together. It's extremely interesting, and it's basically about this demon, Ryomen Sukuna. Sorry for butchering that name. That has been basically lost and scattered about throughout this world, and Sukuna's body parts are basically the power that is gained through that to destroy the world. And when you do that, it is Jujutsu sorcerers that come out and protect all the precarious. I've never read this, so not exactly sure what I'm talking about here, but I do hear great things about it. You're gonna put a pause on that, okay? No worries, no worries. We don't need to commit to anything right now. I have plenty of other mangas I've actually read and are pretty fun. Are you familiar with any of Junji Ito's work? You're not? Okay, well, let me go ahead and take you on a ride. Okay, give me a sec. Oh, yeah. Now, these are horror-based books in the manga world. Junji Ito is known for their artwork and how violent it can get sometimes, but nothing too crazy, I promise. Let's see. Looks like we have 3 books here that include Junji Ito's artwork. This is actually one of the more recent books that came out called Stitches. It's basically a collection of short stories by, I might butcher this, Hirokatsu Kihara. And then the art is, of course, done by Junji Ito. It's a very interesting book. I have read the majority of it, and the most interesting part of this book is each short story actually has true meaning behind it. These are all true stories of mysteries, much different things. As you can see here, each chapter is a different story. So this one here is Snow Day. I haven't got to that one yet, but I can't wait to. Oh yeah, it is a whirlwind of crazy stories, and I do believe at the end here you get an afterword from the Hirokatsu Kihara, which is a mystery collector that wrote the stories in this, and you actually get a bonus manga by Junji Ito in the back there. As you can see, it says stop. You're about to get yourself a bonus manga. So this one's called Summer Graduation Trip. So really, really cool manga. I won't spoil it for you, but like I said, this one's just going to be $18 US. It's very much worth it. Think about that one. We'll put it in the think about it pile right over here. Okay, good. And one of my favorites is one of Junji's longer stories called Remina, or Remina. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but it's a lot of fun. It has plenty of disturbing artwork in there. Some of it I may not be able to show you, but essentially this book is about a scientist who studies the stars in space, and this scientist slowly finds out that there's a planet getting closer and closer to us, a large rock that's just making its way straight toward Earth, and this scientist decides to name his discovery after his daughter, Remina. And that daughter just becomes this massive worldwide star that is just loved by everybody. And slowly they find out that that planet that's hurtling towards them is actually absorbing a lot of the world's moons and planets around it on its way here. So it kind of becomes this post-apocalyptic end of the world kind of run for your lives type deal. Now, without spoiling too much, looks like Remina starts to get blamed for some of the things that are happening. So this end of the world apocalypse, a lot of the townspeople feel was actually brought on to by the scientist and his daughter, Remina. Kind of like a superstition type thing, but it's incredibly interesting. The artwork in here is fairly gory. It's a little bit more adult, so I'd highly recommend checking this out if you think you can handle it. This one is going to be $23. Yeah, no, of course, I'm very happy to hear you want to take that one. Like I said, probably one of my favorite stories so far that I've read. Still have plenty to read, but that one has been the standout for me. It's very, very nice here. I'll add that one to your cart here. Well, you can purchase the books outright, or you can just kind of use them on your library card. As always, you have up to 2 weeks with the book before you need to at least come by and either return or renew your rental. Any damages to the book, there is a damage fee of $20, and if the book comes back as unrepairable or, almost not intact, really, we've had people come with several pages missing where we can't rent it back out, that's going to be a flat rate of $60. Yes, it changes with the book, but with Junji's books, we'd say $60. Okay, cool. So go ahead and rent this out, and I'll put it on 2 weeks for you. Cool. Yeah, of course. No, I really enjoy talking about books. This is one of my favorite pastimes. Yeah. Of course. Let's go ahead and just finish off one of my other favorite Junji books. As you can see, a little taste of Junji's artwork here. This one is called Smashed. Now, the cool thing about Smashed is it's not just one story. It's actually a collection of multiple stories. In fact, 13 chilling, nightmarish stories presented by who they call the Master of Horror. Smashed is basically just a little collection of some of Junji's favorite shorts that they've created. I really like this one because it opens up with a vampire story. This one's called Blood-Sucking Darkness. And as you can see, each story has its own little, poster, I guess, little teaser of what's to come. And I'm telling you, there are plenty of different stories in here to keep you up at night. All these are labeled here in the table of contents. As I said before, it's a story collection, so it's not going to be one story. You're going to get a taste of many. One of my favorites actually is on page 171, which is The Mystery of the Haunted House. It gives a lot of really great, almost vintage Halloween feel. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, this one is actually going to be $23 as well. And like I said, you're getting 13 stories in one with this one. Yeah, it's in great condition too, so if maybe you read it and you want to kind of keep it and add it to your collection, I can always add on a little discount price for you. Of course, anything for our members. If I can spread the love of books, I'll do it. Cool. Nice. We'll add this to your 2 weeks. No, I think you'll be obsessed. You're going to come back and ask where the Junji section is. Again, one of my favorite artists of all time. I highly recommend it. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, no, we have plenty more different manga, but if you want to move on to a different subject, we can. More mystery horror. Okay. Well, we got a nice mystery book here. This one is Supermarket. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a artist, rapper named Logic. Of course. Logic, otherwise known as Bobby Hall, actually wrote this book. And it's basically a book about a guy named Flynn. And he is stuck, depressed, recently dumped, and living in his mom's house. I mean, come on. Can we relate? Okay. The supermarket was supposedly going to change all of that. An ordinary job and a steady check. Work isn't work when it's saving you from yourself, but things aren't quite as they seem in the aisles. Arriving to work one day, to a crime scene another. It's honestly not going to, get into too many spoilers here, but it's basically a book about Flynn who gets a job at a supermarket, and he slowly starts to realize this ain't your ordinary supermarket. It's not a manga, but again, just a great mystery, suspense thriller. It's fantastic. So far, I'm about halfway through it, and it's been getting a lot of really good press, some great reviews out there. Like I said, I enjoy how the book is written. It's extremely casual, a lot of uhs and ums, and just kind of feels like you're really talking to someone rather than reading a proofread, corrected grammar book. It's very laid back and chill. It's kind of a short read depending on how fast of a reader you are, but I do believe it is split into 2 parts. So once you're done reading part 1, there is a second part there too. So you can always take the first 2 weeks to see if you can get through part 1 and maybe renew it to finish it off in part 2. In the maybe section. Okay, sounds good. No worries, no worries. We never want to force any books on anybody. Cool. Let me just adjust that. If you just give me 1 second, okay? Deborah? Excuse me. Yeah, can you restock the coloring book section? Yeah, unfortunately, I already colored in all of them. I know, I understand that they're for the children, but when I get bored, sometimes I want to, grab a little Blue's Clues, a little Bob the Builder book, and do some coloring. Just go ahead and put out the Paw Patrol ones. I don't really like Paw Patrol, so I'm good. Awesome. Thank you. Go. Love you. Sorry about that. Our new assistant has been doing absolutely amazing here. She is killing it. Oh, her name's Deborah. Please, she'll be out there while you're shopping around. Let her know if you need anything at all, she can help you with it. She has some great recommendations, too. Now, this book, Escape Room, is as simple as its title. It's basically a group of 4 people, Alyssa, Sky, Milas, and Mint. They're ready for a night of fun at the escape room, but they don't really know that the escape room is pretty messed up. They basically have 60 minutes to escape this room, and things just go haywire. Your classic little teen suspense drama fiction. It's nothing too crazy to write home about, but it is a fast, simple, and quick read that really scratches that mystery suspense bone for sure. Yeah, this one, if you want to purchase, is only $10, but again, we can just always add it to your 2-week rental. Of course, add it to the rental. I like how many books you're checking out, We used to always kind of think to ourselves, why do these people check out 10 books at a time when they only have 2 weeks? Well, I slowly figured out that they do that because they're really trying to explore, figure out which books fit them, explore different adventures, do different things, read a little outside your box, and you'll never know. You find things that will shock you and make you extremely happy that you ventured into that world. For me, it was Junji Ito. I'm a big fan of horror myself, but never really got into manga. When Junji combined both of those, it was a perfect match for me. I'm sure you'll love them. It's going to be great. Yeah. Now, you're into classic horror, yes? Well, it doesn't get more classic than this bad boy right here. This is Dracula. Bram Stoker's Dracula, of course. Now, if you've been, living under a rock for the last 100 years, you should know that Dracula is one of the most iconic horror movie characters and the most iconic vampire in all of cinema history. But did you know all that originated from a book? I know, it may seem obvious to us, but there's a lot of people out there that don't realize a lot of their favorite movies, a lot of their favorite pop culture videos, all those characters, most of them come from literature, which is a fancy way of saying books. Now, this is 150% a massive read. You are going to reserve a good amount of time reading this bad boy. Okay? It is beautifully put together. You got a nice hardcover here. nice well-labeled spine. And the sides of the papers here are black to really match that aesthetic. If you open it up, you get a really cool artwork here, a little splatter paint kind of thing, and then when you open the back side, it finishes off like that too. So you have your own bookmark right in there. Nice little red velvet ribbon. It's very, very nice, very soft, and we'll make sure you never lose your spot. Now, this is a special edition, so it is going to set you back $50 if you want to purchase, and if you do rent this, a replacement fee is $100. These are pretty rare. No worries at all. Yeah, of course. I'd be more than happy to. Here, I'll put it under my account. Okay, you won't have to be afraid of any of those fees, and I'll let you check it out for 2 weeks. I trust you. You're running away with a lot of material here, and obviously with your information, there's nothing to worry about, okay? So, I'll log into my account, and I'll put it under what's called a reference book checkout, where a friend can refer you a book or recommend you take out a book, and it will not affect your account. If anything happens, it'll just fall back on that friend, which in this case is me. Yeah. Of course, always happy to help. Like I said, spreading that love of books is my passion, so don't even worry about it. Now, before we get into any more books here, I noticed you really liked that built-in bookmark. Do you have any bookmarks at all? You don't? Okay, well, I mean, I know we all have really great memories here, but I'm pretty sure getting you a bookmark is pretty important, so let me help you out here with a little something. This is one of our favorite little bookmark friends. It's a little kitty cat right there, a little black cat. And the way this bookmark works, I know you may be thinking, that's tiny, how does that work? Is it actually slides onto the page that you're on. So when you open it up and you're stopping at a certain part of the book, you just take that page you're on, slide a little bookmark kitty on there. I like to do the side. Some people go from the top. And boom, you got your spot marked right there. And when you come back, you have a nice little cat greeting you. See that? This one is only 99 cents. It's not too expensive, but it's kind of a fun little bookmark. Of course, yeah, you can just take that today. There you are. I'll get you a bag when we're done, but definitely a good purchase. We have plenty of those. There's dogs. We have alligators, kangaroos, monkeys, fish, whatever. We have plenty of different bookmarks. Yes, and we also like to help customize your bookmarks. So for a limited amount of time, you can take this white sheet of paper, take these 3 different colored markers. We have red, which is nice. We have a nice orange. There you go. And my personal favorite, which is a blue. I'm a big fan of blue. You can take these, write any design you'd like on this sheet of paper. You can make it a vertical, a horizontal, whatever you want to do in terms of designing your own bookmark. Excuse me. And when you're done doing that, we take that piece of paper and we laminate it for you free of charge. It's just another fun way to encourage people to come down to the library and not only explore the books, but explore some of the activities we have to build your own bookmark. Please feel free anytime you come back. It's always going to be there. Now, how about we get into some of the witchy stuff? You know, some things to help you really kind of go into the other world of spells, of witchcraft. All that. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, right here. This is the Book of 1001 Spells. I promise you, if you have a spell for it, it is in here. If you can think it up, it is in here. It includes different spells like making friends in a new workplace. That can be really hard for some people, and there can be different remedies or things that you do here in this book that can help you overcome a lot of those problems. Let's see. Send love on Father's Day or any other holiday. Creating a living family tree. Beautiful. Block emotional vampires with a mirror. See, told you it gets pretty intense here. It's awesome. Let's see, I can definitely recommend some of these to you. You see, there's plenty of different spells in there. Absolutely incredible. It actually tells you here. Let me see which spell we can do together. Here we go. Here is spell number 222. Doing a spell before a long journey or holiday, vacation. It tells you what you will need: a tube of glitter, piece of paper and a blue pen, pictures where you'll be going, and photos of you. The timing of when you should do these spells, for instance, this one is the beginning of a week or month, and the spell itself, listing off all the different steps you need to make sure that spell goes perfectly. See? Simple. It is incredible. Like I said, we have plenty of these. I think this is actually our last book of spells right now. The other ones are rented out. This one is spell 66. A spell to help you get taller. Yeah, no, I'm 6'7". I think actually I might check this one out myself, just to see what's in there. Remember spell 66. Okay. So this one's actually unavailable at the moment, but it will be in the next 2 weeks. And let me know, please, when you get back if you notice any height difference when it comes to me. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, sorry about that, but I know we were mentioning earlier classic horror. Are you a fan of picture books or coffee table books at all? Coffee table books are a lot of fun. They're more of a quick flip through rather than a full sit down read. Yeah, they can be anything from fun facts to different photos of places, maybe quick interesting facts about plants, just a bunch of different things. I have plenty of coffee table books back at my place, but I think if you're a fan of horror, I can introduce you to Oh, the Horror, which is an incredibly attractive book with a collection of works by Christopher Butler. And I say attractive because it is a collection of multiple horror posters. As you can see, this one here is a beginning of all of Stephen King's adaptations into posters. So we have Stephen King's Carrie. As you can see here, we have one of my favorite horror movies of all time, The Shining. It's a poster, a little bit more Dr. Sleep there. Christine, Children of the Corn, Pet Sematary. A lot of really, really fantastic ones. And then at the end there you can see some It, both the old and new. Yeah. Oh, a little Misery stuck there as well. One of my favorite of all time is the classics. As you know, Frankenstein, Invisible Man. And here we go. Amityville Horror. We have Halloween right here. Child's Play, Fright Night. A lot of really, really great horror movies right here. Oh, fan favorite of mine. Not many people liked it, but Freddy vs. Jason. It's considered a classic now, which makes me feel old, but it's one of the first horror movies I ever saw. Like I said, just a fun little coffee table picture book. It's a nice conversation starter, kind of have someone flip through it while they're waiting. You know, anything. Could put it in a lobby, whatever you'd like. Yeah, of course, definitely. Put that one in your collection there, and I'll put it on your 2 weeks. Okay. Oh, alright, no worries. We'll definitely make sure we get you out of here quicker, okay? I know work can be pretty stressful, but it's always nice to be able to come into the library and just relax, kick back, talk about some books, some great stories, and share some stories too. Here, how about we move on to those cookbooks? Yeah, no, there's plenty of really cool cookbooks. For instance, this one's one of my favorite. I don't know if you're familiar with the Necronomicon, which is the Book of the Dead. This right here is the Necronomnomnom. No, it's fantastic. And this one is a very, very popular cookbook because it is recipes and writes from the lore of H.P. Lovecraft, which I'm sure you guys are very familiar with H.P. Lovecraft's work. We'll go and open this and give you an example. For instance, look at this. At the Fountains of Madness, it shows you how to make your own gummy bear ice cubes. Isn't that amazing? You get a nice ice cube, you throw a gummy bear in it, it's a sweet treat when you're done with your drink. And I do love the aesthetic of this book too. As you can see, all of them are cleverly named. All of them have wonderful artwork to accompany it. It tells you how many people each one serves. Let's see, I do believe, there's the sides section. It's absolutely great. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Desserts. If I can find a dessert in here that you would eat, you gotta check this out. Yogsicles. Wow. Look at that. You can make yourself some nice lollipops. It's bicycle pop lollipops. It's really, really nice. So, you know what? I would eat that. It's an incantation. Again, the way that you guys actually word this in this book is hilarious. It's in that whole lore and world of H.P. Lovecraft, so it may not be as, welcoming to the average person, but it is gonna suck you into that world super quick. For instance, we have moon beast pies, which I think is a very spooky variation on moon pies. So, nice little sweet treat for you. Yes, this one for purchase is $30, but you can always just add it on to your 2 weeks. Okay, we'll hold off on this one for now. No worries at all. Our final book to show you today is our Overwatch Cookbook. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware of the hit multiplayer game Overwatch. Oh, it is an incredibly fun-loving, welcoming community of people. Not once will you ever encounter anybody toxic or rude or mean. It's a game about a bunch of different heroes that go around fighting the evil of the world, trying to keep all the people of Earth and all their universes safe. And this book can take you into that world while serving up some delicious treats, just like this chocolate banana sundae inspired by Winston. This looks like a nice tuna salad sandwich, delicious. And get ready for a hot barbecue burger inspired by McCream. Yeah. Of course, and you can see there's plenty of different things here that's inspired by different heroes in the book. This right here is a barmbrack bread inspired by Moira. Again, very simple rules to follow here. Look at this, even drinks. It's a nice Swedish drink named Glögg, inspired by Torbjorn. which is a Swedish engineer. That man is incredible, but looks like everything here is really well put together. Oh my gosh. It looks like each meal has its own type. So as you can see here, this is a comfort type. So this Vicky Swa, I think is how you pronounce it, inspired by Widowmaker, is a comfort soup, which just looks absolutely delicious, especially on a nice cold winter day. And each dish is labeled with dietary restrictions as well. It's absolutely great, and like I said, a fun thing to go off of if you're trying to spice things up in the kitchen. Nice. Good choice. Good choice. We're always happy again to bring all types of books to people. And that one we are going to add to your 2 weeks. Oh, no worries, no worries. The more books, the better. Okay? I know the Stitches book was a maybe for you. How do you feel about it now? It's fantastic short stories, like I said. Go outside, enjoy the sun, do whatever you need to do, cuddle up next to a fireplace, wherever you want to read it, but it is a fantastic collection of true horror stories that were never solved. It's absolutely amazing, trust me. I knew I'd get you. Okay. Now, I know we have plenty more books to go over here. There's a lot of different things that we can always talk about and go through together, but I think maybe we should save that for next time, huh? Yeah. I'm always happy to help. I'll make sure we meet again, okay? Oh, yep, sorry, Larry. Larry the Librarian. That's what you can call me. All right. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time, okay? Yep, Deborah will have a bag for you. Just go ahead and bring it over to her desk, and she'll help you out. Thank you, too. Don't forget to smile. Bye-bye now. Wow. He's a very nice person. Better bring my books back. Okay. Now, how do I get taller? Broccoli. I don't like broccoli.